Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of Season 2 at Sunderland. This will be the season finale of Season 2, where we will be lifting the League One trophy today. The question is, when? We are 16 points clear at the top of the table, with 21 points available via the 7 games remaining. So we start with the game against Gillingham at home, which we'll simulate. Then we face second placed Ipswich. So if results go the right way, we can beat Ipswich hopefully away from home after beating Gillingham. And if we do so, we could win the title and lift the trophy at Portman Road in the second game in the episode. If not, we'll push forward to Plymouth at home, then Blackpool at home, and if needs be, Wickham at home, Mansfield, and then Southend as well. Although I'm pretty sure we'll be doing it before then. So we'll simulate this one against Gillingham, and then we'll be able to take it from there. And I'd like to think a win against Ipswich would give us the title in the second game, and we could lift the trophy away from home. It might be nice to lift the trophy in front of our own fans, so I wouldn't be too disheartened if we lose against Ipswich and can't do it there, because obviously we then have 2 home games after that, and pretty certain that we'd win the title in one of those. We're going to batter Gillingham here, though, by 4-0. Ipswich are drawing, Bolton win. So what does that do for the title and the league situation as it stands? I'll have a look in a moment. I think if we beat Ipswich, in fact, Ipswich might even be completely out of the title race already. 18 points available, 18 points the gap to Ipswich. 18 points available, 16 points the gap to Bolton. So if we beat Ipswich, then even if Bolton win, there will still only be 15 points available from the 5 games remaining, and we will be 16 points clear of Bolton. So then, win away from home here at Portman Road, and we will win the League One title in this game. A number of players looking rather unfit though, so we'll throw Nicholson into the starting lineup there. I'm going to throw Baldwin in for Flanagan. I might like Corker to lift the trophy for us, actually, considering he's come in and been an absolute rock for us at the back. Definitely improved our defensive efforts this season. I'm going to put... do I put Will Grigg in? I'm going to put George Harrison in for Jamal Lowe, and then Lowe can come off the bench. We'll put Reece James in for Max Lowe there at left back, sorry. I'm going to put Murphy on the bench, actually, for Jack Clark there. We'll see if he can have an impact too. Right, let's push forward then. We might be about to win the League One trophy in this fixture. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you sub so you don't miss out on any of Season 3, which will, of course, start tomorrow. And I'll be needing your transfer feedback in that episode, if not at the end of this one as well. But trying to go all the way down the A1 and then across the A14. It's time for Ipswich away and maybe the League One title. He's Downs. Forward there to Godsway, to Nolan. Godsway with the effort, held well by Bettinelli. Ipswich certainly know that their promotion hopes hang in the balance as well, being 2 points behind Bolton at this stage and potentially going 5 points behind them if Bolton win on this match day and we beat them here as well. They know that a result in every single game remaining this season for them could be make or break. And a result in every single game this season for us isn't as important, but we would still like to win the title as soon as possible. Or trying to find a teammate in there. Win that, Sean. He hasn't, unfortunately. Judge will bring that down. Max Power trying to close the ball down, but not able to win it back. I'm expecting Ipswich to be difficult to play against here. Obviously, they're one of the best sides in the division, being third in the table after 40 games. Win that header. I mean, he kind of did. I was trying to clear that across wide here to Lyndon Goose. Nice little chest down to Max Power. Nicholson's with me, and good footwork from him, but unfortunately the pass goes wayward. Scruffy, actually, the opening 15 minutes or so of this game. Scruffy, scrappy, and not too much quality, but we might end it with a chance to go 1-0 up. And the goal, in fact, to do that. Very minimal away fans here down at Portman Road. They've not given us They've not given us many tickets for this, have they? Tucked away in that far corner, a teeny tiny little section of Sunderland fans. But they will be delighted because they might now be seeing their team lift the trophy. Oh, I did wonder why it went so central, as I did aim it across goal. Keeper getting a big arm to it, and in fact might have kept it down. It might have been going over, but regardless, it's in the back of the net, and we lead by a goal to nil here after 16 minutes. Exactly what we were after. Eward across to Reece James. Nicholson is there down the line. Is he on the side? Not actually too sure if he was. No whistle, so yes, he was. Onside is the answer. Max Power's short there for me, but Trevor Chalobah cuts it out well. Actually, I think you would try to play that there across the right-hand side. Here's Donio into Nolan. He's got me on the back foot. Here's a lovely ball. Weighted past the judge is brilliant. Good save by Bettinelli. Ward will slow him down. He's still able, the composer there, to find a teammate when he's being closed down by a defender. Why the man in the middle then, number 15, doesn't stick with the striker, I'm not sure. He runs off, leaves him free, and, well, he's not going to have a simpler goal all season, is he? Ipswich equalise through Godsway Donio. It's his 14th goal of the season, and they are back level. We might not win the title in this game. We could still, if we... Well, to be fair, we could lose and still win the title if Bolton don't win their game. But we'll wait and see what happens in the remaining 60 minutes here. There's still an hour's worth of football to be played. And Sean Maguire could instantaneously put us back in front, but it's a good save by Tsutsiotis. It's a lovely ball over the top, looking for Judge again. Justin wins it. I'm trying to get rid of it. Jack Baldwin does well on this occasion. Brought down nicely. And here's Godsway again. Back there to Nolan. Into Ward. Wait for a drag back or something. There we go. To Chalobah. To Nolan. Oh! Top of the bar and over. We came close with a goal, but the keeper saved it. And, well, first time hit that was ever rising. But dipped at the last minute. Just there. You can see it dropping. And top of the bar and over. What a goal to go back in front that would have been. Forward there to Nicholson. It's a lovely touch and turn. And Maguire's there, so we'll play it into him. He's got the legs to get away here. Sean Maguire will pull it back to a teammate. Max Power, deflected and comfortable for the keeper. 6 minutes to go till half time. Still drawing 1-1. We'll wait and see at the half time period what is the score in the Bolton game, because we could still win the league, as we mentioned, without winning here. We'll wait and see. We shall wait and see. Nicholson forward to George Harrison. Again, superb hold-up play from him, as ever. Brilliant ball to Gooch. Just had to hold his run there, Maguire, but Lyndon Gooch might not need him. Lyndon Gooch bangs it in. Sunderland 2, Ipswich 1. Back in front and back in the driving seat. Judge forward there to Godsway. Kind of caught him a little bit horribly there, or late at least. Good physicality from Drew Yearwood. Spence down the line towards. All cross deflected, I think, and it will be a corner. Yes, it will. Ipswich looking to equalise. Donacien going off for them. A change at right back. Alan Judge going to take the corner here. Joshua Emmanuel has come on for Donacien now. I might make some changes of my own, actually. Not too far into this second half. We'll take Lyndon Gooch off. I know he's on a hat-trick, but we'll put Murphy on, and I'm going to take Sean Maguire off and put Jamal Lowe on to add another injection of pace up top. I think that's all we'll do for now. Stephen Corker is struggling for stamina, but he should be able to continue until the end of the game. I would like it to be him that lifts the trophy should we win it. And thanks to Drew Yearwood's block on that shot, we might well. That was superb from Drew. I don't think he actually knew much about that, but ooh, talk about being right place at the right time. And it's George Harrison that heads that way. Jamal Lowe has just come on here. Will get the ball under control, look to turn and accelerate away, but not done that too well there. It's going to be recovered by Trevor Chalobah. Nolan in there to Downs. Nolan again. He's got options forward of him, but Drew Yearwood has been brilliant for us defensively this season. Gives the ball away again, though, unfortunately. Still here come Ipswich. Godsway down to Downs. Corker might be low on stamina, not low on determination or ability. And pace for Sam Nicholson in behind here could lead to a third for us and really put the game to bed. Jamal Lowe! 3-1! Oh no. He had to have something to say about it, didn't he, Jamal Lowe? Sunderland 3, Ipswich 1. That should be the title now. Judge. Out wide there to Grant Ward. Down the line to Godsway. Ipswich might have something to say yet. It's a nice weight of pass. Max Power tracking back from midfield to make the clearance. 21.5 minutes to go between us and potentially lifting the title. Oh, Jamal, pace and footwork was good there. He just kind of held his run actually a little bit there. That was frustrating. I didn't change direction or anything. At least I don't feel like I changed direction. He just kind of hesitated a little bit. Great delivery by Ward. Headed away by Justin. Lowe trying to get underneath that, but it's only going to drop to Nolan. Here's Judge. Shot comes in. Good save by Bettinelli. Ipswich certainly aren't going down without a fight. And Ciala going off. And a change made for them. It's Wolfenden that's come on in his place. That's a decent delivery. And Grant Ward gets to that somehow. Almost swung and caught my player on the head there as he dropped his fist. But unfortunately for him, he's headed wide of the target. Here's Josh Emmanuel. Bit out of his depth here, playing apparently left wing when he's a right back. But Ipswich throwing caution to the wind and looking to have an offensive impact here in the last few moments, trying to get themselves back in the game. Their promotion chances hang in the balance as well. And they have pulled one back. It's 3-2 now with 8 minutes to go. Just steals in at the near post and then ducks back. And I don't know what Stephen Colker's doing there. He's just face planted the floor. Tom Adeyemi with his first goal of the season brings Ipswich back to within a goal of us. Downs. Out wide to Ward. Adeyemi. In again. Ward. Nolan. Oh, well read by Sam Nicholson to intercept that. And Yearwood will... Whoops. That's not where that was supposed to go at all. Harrison into Jamal Lowe. He's going to come back central. Trying to knock that back to Drew Yearwood. And we'll take the free kick, to be fair, because I was in trouble there. Sam Nicholson in there to Max Power. Oh, waited for the ball to arrive at his feet. And it just didn't come quickly enough. Downs on the counter. If Ipswich score now, then we might not win the title in this game. But they are going to have to score with this attack. Ward down to Adeyemi into the middle. They are not going to score with this attack. Referee, do me a favour, please. Semi-final defeat in the playoffs in Season 1. Champions in Season 2. We thought it might happen that way. It's kind of similar to what happened in the first RTG we did with Cambridge. Missing out on promotion in Season 1, albeit we went a step further this time and actually qualified for the playoffs. We missed out in Season 1 with Cambridge. But in Season 2, the side kicked on. Growth had a spurt. And we were too good for the division we were in. That was what happened in the RTG with Cambridge as well. It's what's happened here. The difference being, the growth that we got in League 2 with Cambridge second season was also too good for League 1 in Season 3. I don't think that's going to be the case in this save with regards to stepping up to the Championship next year. Apparently we're not getting any sort of title lifting celebration. So that's frustrating. We will go and play the next game, then maybe it waits till your next played home game to lift the title. I don't think that's the case, but it might well be here. We are 16 points clear with 15 points available. We are certainly champions, but it looks like we're going to have to wait to lift that title. Not to worry, we'll go and play the next game and lift it there instead. Low. Morrison. Space there for Gooch. Very influential in that game against Ipswich, Lyndon Gooch, as he has been all season. Where Morrison holds the ball up there. Drew Yearwood might drop, hasn't. Canavan clears it, and we aren't going to get an early goal here. I might keep highlights to a minimum in this game because of the fact that we're literally just playing it to try and lift the trophy. But Jamal Lowe's shot saved by Cooper there. Hopefully still an entertaining game. We shall wait and see. We know we've already won the title. We just want to see our players lift it. Corner for Plymouth. Graham Carey to deliver it towards the back post. And in it goes. It's actually towards the middle of the goal there. Jamie Ness down to Connor Grant. Good save by Bettinelli. I think it's Connor Grant. Anyway, I might be wrong there. Graham Carey with the corner on the far side. I certainly know he's called Graham because we signed him in Football Manager. Yearwood wins that header. Grant into Ness. Oh, cleared off the line, we thought, by James Justin. But over the line, it says goal line technology. In real life, in League One, there is no goal line technology. So that might well not have been given IRL. But James Justin not able to stop it from going over the line. Are we going to get any goal line technology? If we get some sort of replay later in the game from the goal line technology, I will show you it. But Jamie Ness makes it Plymouth 1, Sunderland 0. Let's not lose at home on the day we lift the title, shall we? Let's actually put on a performance that the fans can be proud of to say, yes, we've won the league, we're going up to the Championship next season. Maguire will go across here to Jack Clark, who will turn inside. Oh, very nearly an own goal from Edwards there. Sliding in to try and deny me the goal-scoring opportunity, which, to be fair, he did. And Tafari Moore knobs that away there. Jamal Lowe looking for Ravel Morrison. Drops the shoulder well. Arriving around the outside is James Justin. Couldn't keep it out at one end. Could help in putting it in the back of the net at the other. But Jamal Lowe misses the target. Moore down the line to Carey. Try and keep him off his left, which we've done well. Corker wins that header. Took ages to fall for Jamal Lowe there, but we will get it to Lyndon Gooch. We'll play this long and hope that Maguire can get on the end of it. Oh, Canavan does well, but Maguire... Oh, I tried to play that to Jamal Lowe, but Smith-Brown's done really well. Southampton? South coast of the UK, but wrong team, Ches. Plymouth playing really, really well so far, defending absolutely brilliantly. As was the case with Ipswich, their promotion hopes hang in the balance here this season. Plymouth, they are in the bottom and final playoff spot leading into this game. It's a good delivery by Jack Clark. It's not unfortunately going to find a teammate. So a win here for Plymouth could be vital in their push for promotion. The defeat for Ipswich has actually now left them 5 points behind Bolton with 5 games to go. So we've had a big part to play in Ipswich's promotion campaign by beating them in that last game. And we might have a big part to play in Plymouth's on a more positive note for them rather than Ipswich's negative note if we're not able to turn this 1-0 deficit into either an equal footing or maybe even us leading the fixture and getting the win. But we'll wait and see how things transpire in this second half. Jamal Lowe, nice turn, looking for the run of Ravel Morrison, but not able to find him. 25 minutes to go here. Still 1-0 down. Graham Carey to deliver the ball into the box from the corner for Plymouth. Grant flicks it on. Drew, that's awful with regards to defensive clearance. If you could perhaps not do that again, that would be fantastic. Smith-Brown had the option to shoot there. Ravel Morrison will turn this around the corner there to Lyndon Gooch, and the counter is on. And especially James Justin from right back pushing forward there. We'll get that inside to Jamal Lowe. Drop the shoulder there. Work the space. Sean Maguire across to Jamal Lowe. Morrison arriving. Oh, Maguire's in behind. Sean Maguire. Sean, you're the league's top goal scorer, mate. You've so much of the goal to aim at there. Oh, I nearly automatically substituted someone by dropping the controller between my legs. He's missed the bloody target. How's he done that? 17 minutes to go here. We should be level, but we're not. Grant played in down the left-hand side for Plymouth now. Oh, it's a very dangerous ball. Bettinelli holds on nicely. We'll bowl this quickly to Jack Clark and look to accelerate away. Sean Maguire is there with me. I may have overrun that. No, I haven't. The defender backed off. Oh, space for Jamal Lowe. This has to be 1-1. Yes, Jamal! We will not be losing on the day that we lift the trophy. Stupid celebration. Level at 1-1. His 17th goal of the league season. Jamal Lowe brings us back. Let's see if we can't get a winner between now and the end of the game. Although we will have to ensure that we don't go behind again. Oh, screamer from Graham Carey. strike from outside the box. Plymouth might yet get the victory thereafter. What a belter! Jesus, whipped! Wow, Graham Carey takes a touch. Another to get past the defender and lets fly. That isn't the case of the bullshit from the AI with the first time shots. That's just an absolute screamer from Graham Carey. Take your hats off to him. That was superb. Taylor. Back there to Songo. Grant. Tafari Moore. Nice ball over the top. Win that, please. Well up. Clark forward. To Sean Maguire. Through that gap there is Ratiu. Can we equalise with the last kick of the game? It would set this place, pardon the pun, alight with the last kick of the... No, we cannot. But we will have the trophy lifting ceremony. It's defeat in this game against Plymouth Argyle. But to be fair, what a goal to win it for Plymouth. Fair play to them. They will stay in the playoffs and push on towards, as far as their fans are concerned, hopefully getting promotion into the Championship to join us. It looks like it's going to be Bolton that will do the same, but we'll find out in due course. We will end the season in today's episode, simulate the rest of the games, and then see if we can hit 100 points and have a full-on season roundup, as we usually tend to do. But Stephen Corker came in as a pre-contract at the beginning of this season. And my God, the size of that trophy. And he and Ravel Morrison have been superb. We haven't seen as much from Ravel Morrison as we might have liked, but as you guys have quite rightly mentioned in the comments, he is by default a cam, more suited to that position. We have been playing him slightly deeper, but Stephen Colker has been a rock at the back, and now he lifts the League One title. No idea what's going to happen in the Championship next season. We are going to need to improve. We're not sure what our budget is going to be next year either. We may only be able to sign 1 or 2 marquee players. I don't want to go all out and sign 10 new players and replace everybody in this squad, because we want to do it slowly, methodically and more realistically in this save. But thrilled to have won League One here, and absolutely delighted to end this second season with the title. Now, like I say, don't know what's going to happen next year, but it does look like Bolton will be the side to join us in the Championship via that second automatic promotion spot. You can see there 5 points clear of Ipswich with 4 games to go. We shall train Watson, and Watson will go up 1, the striker, which is good news. Now, I'm tempted to sim via the calendar, but I won't, so that we can still continue to train everybody that's on this training list. So I will show you all of the games that we have left to play in this season. It's Blackpool. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know we end with Southend. You can see there Plymouth in 6th. Blackpool, Wickham, Mansfield, and then Southend. So I'll show you these simulated games just so you can get a feel of how the season is going to end for us. We are now on 94 points. So remember, I'm not sure if the highlight will have made it in, but I was talking about how stuff would happen with regards... I was talking about, the points tally that we were on and whether we could reach 100 points. I thought we were on 91. I couldn't remember if we had got 94 or not. We have now got 94 thanks to that win against Plymouth. And hopefully this will make us 97. And we could get as high as 106 points this season. Morrison makes it 2-0. We are going to get victory here against Blackpool. Feeney, are we going to get victory? Yes, we are going to get victory here against Blackpool. Absolutely thrilled with that. Thank you very much. 100 points, still a possibility. I'm going to go and train. Ooh, Youth Scout report available. Hang on a minute. That's going to be a no. Is there anyone here that's going to stand out? Maybe. We'll wait another month before deciding on Connor Moore. Sam Kelly, that's a no. Hugh Alexander, that's a no. 74 to 94, but he's going to be right at the bottom end of that because he's 40 to 54 rated currently. We'll wait and see how that narrows. We'll give that a no, and that also a no. We'll give both of them another month and see how those potential windows narrow, but I don't think either of them are going to be genuine possibilities. Right, let's push further forward, get to that next game. Right then, Wickham away. The chance to hit the 100 point mark if we can win here. They've just beaten Plymouth, who obviously just beat us. So they're clearly a decent side here, Wickham Wanderers. Of Hawker picks up a yellow. Craig McHale-Smith up top for them, the former Peterborough man. All stopping goal, it's Lyndon Gooch that gives us a 1-0 lead though. He's been brilliant this season, Lyndon. He was excellent last year and he's just continued to improve as we move further through. Absolutely thrilled with the way that Lyndon Gooch has played for us in the entirety of this save so far, and it is his goal that will see us reach the 3-figure point mark. 100 points up for Sunderland here. Bolton 4 points clear of Ipswich. And on his way back from injury now, Jimmy Dunn. So he'll be back ready for the start of the new season, which is superb. At this stage, not sure where I'd like to improve or who we'd move on. But we shall have a full evaluation of that in episode 1 of season 3 tomorrow. We'll have a full season roundup and have a brief think about that with regards to what we might do in the transfer window in a roundup at the end of the episode. Mansfield will pull it back to 2-1 there as Jamal Lowe picks up a knock and is then substituted. But James Justin gives us a third, and it will be 103 points for us here in the League One season. And then one final game against Southend, and it is Bolton that will join us. You can see there, 4 months! Christ. You can see there that 4 points to gap with 1 game to go, so Bolton will be joining us in the Championship next season. Ed Murphy will hopefully go up a rating here, and indeed does. Wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Really excited about his development this season. Very excited about his development next season. We'll hopefully see 106 points be fulfilled here in this final game against Southend. Jimmy Dunn says he's fit to play, so I'm happy to do that. Max Power still wants to leave, so that's certainly something we need to think about next season. Bennett, 81 to 94. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. I might actually just release him. Nicholas Shaw, I'm really still not sure about him. Dylan Robinson, still really unsure about him. Harrison Green is really the only player that looks like he's got any real possible potential for us in that youth squad. We'll throw Jimmy Dunn back into the starting lineup just whilst we think about it. Sorry, Jack Baldwin and Flanagan, but you are out. Jimmy Dunn is back in. Jamal Lowe is out injured. We'll just... no, cancel. We shall auto-replace. It'll be Will Grigg that's drafted in his place. Will Grigg, who will probably be sold next season, to be completely honest. But can he end his time here at Sunderland with a solid performance in the last game of the season? They take a 1-0 lead from the penalty spot. Prieto. It might just be 100. No, Will Grigg scores. Fair play to you, sir. 1-1. Is it to be any more? Is it 104 points, perhaps, for the League One season? Maguire equalises immediately after Humphreys makes it 2-1 to Southend. It will be 104 points. Okay, well, I'm going to now advance 1.5 million added to the transfer budget. I'm going to advance to the end of the season, all told, and train all the way there too, to ensure that we get the most out of these training modules. I will see you for a full season roundup sooner rather than later. Right, we're at the end of the season. We'll have a quick look at all the competitions we were involved in and at the large competitions around Europe, and then, of course, how our particular side went or fared with regards to their individual stats and accomplishments this year. We won the league, as you know, losing just 4 games, although one of them came rather late to Plymouth, who finished in the playoffs. Ipswich actually closed the gap to 1 point to Bolton, who I think lost on the final day, or must have lost on the final day. But they weren't able to catch them entirely. So Bolton will join us in the Championship next season. 101 goals scored, 38 goals conceded. Only just the best defensive record in the league. Bolton only conceded 39, so we weren't that amazing defensively. We just were that amazing offensively. So Ipswich, MK Dons, Plymouth and QPR sneak into the playoffs as well. At the bottom, relegated Donny, Wimbledon, Charlton and Scunthorpe. Have a quick look at the other competitions that we personally were involved in, and then have a look at the other leagues around England. Bournemouth win the FA Cup. Didn't see that coming, did you? Liverpool on penalties over Chelsea win the Carabao Cup. Oh, wanted to go to the playoffs there. Bolton win the Checkatrade Trophy. Well done, lads. And Plymouth get promoted via the playoffs. They beat QPR. They knocked MK Dons out on penalties after a 3-3 draw after 2 legs. QPR knocking out Ipswich, but Plymouth promoted. So they will join us in the Championship next season. The Champions League this year was won by, when it loads, was it Barcelona won the Europa League last year, wasn't it? Chelsea. Well, Chelsea may have lost the Carabao Cup to Liverpool on penalties, but they won the Champions League against Liverpool on penalties, and I know which one the Chelsea fans would prefer. The Europa League, as we mentioned last year, won by Barcelona. How that happened, I'm not sure. And this season, the competition was won by Roma over West Ham. West Ham in the Europa League final. Okay. Euro 2020 is underway. Netherlands, Italy, Austria and Bulgaria in one group. Poland, Germany, Slovenia and Denmark. Belgium, England, Finland and Switzerland. With then France, Spain, Turkey and Wales. Should be pretty straightforward for the majority of the bigger teams in those leagues. In England, Man United won the Premier League on goal difference ahead of Tottenham. By +1 goal difference as well, ahead of Tottenham. Manchester City in 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Chelsea only 7th. Ouch. That's painful. Relegated and joining us in the Championship next year will be Leeds, Huddersfield and Derby. All 3 of which, clearly, judging by their points tallies of 21, 23 and 23, quite clearly not cut out for that level. In the Championship, Fulham promoted with 100 points. Newcastle will join them. Then one of Middlesbrough, Swansea, Cardiff and Stoke will also go up. Relegated and not playing us in the Championship next season, Rotherham, Barnsley and Portsmouth. Luton have stayed up by a point and we will face them in the league again next year. Bradford with 100 points too. So 100 points tallies, 100 plus points tallies in all 3 leagues below the Premier League. Coventry and Shrewsbury also promoted. Notts County, Bury, Accrington and Crewe will fight it out in the playoffs. Cambridge 21st. 19 points only for Morecambe. Ouch. And Macclesfield Town would have also been relegated were the conference in the game. Paris Saint-Germain win the league in France. Bundesliga's won by Dortmund, 2 points ahead of Bayern. That's Ireland's chairs. We don't care about that. Inter win Serie A ahead of Juventus. So congratulations to them. And in Spain, Barcelona by 3 points. Atleti in 3rd. Not necessarily as you would expect it in a number of leagues there, actually. Surprised to see all 3 of the Football League leagues there with 100 points. We'll have a look at the board objectives. We are 86 with regards to our manager popularity. We didn't do the youth development one, unfortunately, but it wasn't really going to happen this year. Signed 1 crucial player to a forward position. We weren't able to do that this year. Maybe we'll get that again next year. We'll wait and see. I am looking to replace Will Grigg. We'll go into that in more detail in a moment when we get to the squad report. We got both domestic success ones done though, and obviously continental success isn't an issue. Youth squad, I have released one of the other youth players. He came to me, the cam, came to me and was like, oh, call me up or I'll leave. I was like, why then? Reece Bennett is still here. Don't know. Like I say, Harrison Green is probably the only player that looks like he's going to be any good from the 3 players we've currently got here, but we'll wait and see what happens with their growth. Obviously, Reece Bennett only 15 years of age, so could prove to be okay. And then with regards to the squad hub and the players that we have at the club, attribute-wise, Bettinelli's up 1 to 75 this year, which is great, proving that he can still grow at 28 years of age and will be great for this, even though he's injury-prone apparently, will be great for this promotion campaign next year and into the Championship as well. McLaughlin, I tried to sell him, couldn't. We shall continue to try and do so next season because Reece Cooper and Alfie Watson are growing really well. Cooper is up 2 to 66 and Alfie Watson is up 3 to 64. Diving is super high for Reece Cooper, but his positioning is dead, which doesn't necessarily help, although the fact that he could dive further might mean, excuse the might mitigate the fact that his positioning isn't as good, and the fact that he's also 4 inches shorter than Alfie Watson, who's 6'6". It looks like an absolute monster. Do need to untuck their shirts and sort their boots though. Adam Matthews is a player I would consider replacing next year. 68 rated, although could still perhaps do a job in the Championship. Donald Love, he's on the loan list. I'll remove him from the loan list and add him to the transfer list. He's leaving. Turner, Morgan Turner, up 5 this season to 70 rated. Perhaps more suited to a centre-back role, maybe? Well, no, actually, no. Yeah, no. Being slower and having better jumping, he is probably more suited to a centre-back role, but we'll wait and see. Jimmy Dunn, up 1 to 72. He's still only 22 years of age as well, so he's certainly going to continue in the starting lineup, as will Stephen Coulker. I say that, actually. I might be open to selling Flanagan and Baldwin and signing a new starting centre-back. So I have Coulker and new starting centre-back ahead of Jimmy Dunn and Liam Bennett as my backups. Let me know what you think of that. Tom Flanagan at 70 rated and 28 years of age, I think I'm certainly going to sell. Jack Baldwin I'd be open to, but we'll wait and see what you guys say. At left back, Max Lowe and James Justin. Oh, actually, James Justin is my right back. So at wing back, James Justin has been superb. Oh dear! On the right hand side, James Justin has been absolutely brilliant, actually. Rock solid. One of my favourite wing backs I've ever used. Max Lowe has been good and will continue as my starting left back. Sorry. Reece James has also grown this year, so I'll continue to have him as my backup left back. Hume, we shall sell. Even though he's up 2 to 66, I just don't think he's going to ever get a game, to be completely honest. And Morgan Edwards, he looks more suited to being a wing back than the young right back up here. Where were you? Morgan Turner. So I think Morgan Turner might well just go out on loan next year. Love will sell. Adam Matthews currently back up to James Justin, and I believe that will probably be the way it'll go. Although Morgan Edwards could fill in that spot. He's growing very well at left back. With regards to centre mid, Ledbetter will just stay at the club and age out. Similarly with Lee Cattermole. Max Power is asked to leave, so I will sell him. He's been asking to leave for a long time because we have Jamie Ward who can come in his place. I'm really excited about the potential of Jamie Ward, and he can play as centre-back as well, actually. Lyndon Gooch has been wonderful for us this year. 6 goals in the league, 4 assists, 7.4 average rating. Not amazing goal return, but overall play has been absolutely brilliant. Love him. Jack Clark's had a great year. He's 19 goals and 10 assists. Although a lot of those goals have come from simulated games, I have to be honest. I don't necessarily get on that well with him in played games, but at 74 rated and 19 years of age, obviously he's going to be a main part of our team next season. Ed Murphy, dead excited to see what he can do moving forward. Has potential to be special. Bali Mumba up 4 to 63. I might keep him at the club next year and just train the absolute balls off him and see what happens. Ratu will continue at the club and is growing well. Drew Yearwood, I'll stop training him now at 73 rated and focus then on Barley Mumba instead. Sam Nicholson is 71 rated. Oh God, what's happening? 71 rated at 25 years of age. So we'll continue to see him be a bit part player with Jack Clark start on the left hand side. Ravel Morrison, 7 goals, 15 assists. He has been influential in the starting lineup, so he'll continue to start alongside Drew Yearwood, but we are looking to replace Max Power, of course, so I would be open to signing another central midfielder, perhaps. We'll go into more detail of that in the next episode. George Harrison up top is growing really well, up 7 to 70 rated now. Really pleased with his growth, and if his physical stats can continue to grow, he's going to be absolutely brilliant for us. Kimpoyoka, I will sell if we can get someone to buy him. Jamal Lowe, 19 goals in all comps and 10 assists. My starting strikers will remain to be Maguire and Jamal Lowe. Will Grigg, I'm looking to sell now at 28 years of age. It's not going to be good enough for the Championship. But do I sign someone that is out and out better than Lowe and Maguire? Or do I sign someone in a different position and not worry about striker, because we have Harrison, we have Lowe, we have Maguire, and Watson has the potential to be special. He's up 7 this season to 69, and his physical stats look good. It's growing well, up 7 with that continued training, so we might not need a striker. We might put our focus on the youth. I might put my focus on my bed. Oh, I think I might need a nap. That's all for this season, though. We will continue on with the next episode tomorrow and start Season 3. We're going to wait and see what our budget is with players we want to move on. We are open to signing new players in other positions. So plenty to be done, plenty to be discussed, and potentially plenty to be signed in the window. But that'll be tomorrow, and I will see you then. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you sub so you don't miss out on episode 1 of Season 3, and I'll see you later.